house behind me might give you a clue as to which pollinator we're going to talk about next. What kind of pollinator would use these areas in small spaces to make a home? What kind of pollinators can build their own nests? If you said bees, you would be right. Providing shelter like this in or near gardens and flower beds makes it easier for the bees to visit your plants. Think about how easy it is to get somewhere when it's right out of your front door. But before we can talk about bees flying around and visiting plants, we need to understand a little bit about how they grow and change to be able to fly. Let's talk a little bit about the bee life cycle. Bees are like butterflies because they go through 4 stages of growth and change. This is called complete metamorphosis. Bees start out life as eggs. Queen bees are the only ones that lay honeybee eggs. The other kinds of bee eggs, like mason bee eggs, are laid by female bees. The eggs are laid in safe places like separated cells in nesting cavities or cells in the hive. When the eggs hatch, they are called larvae. Depending on where the eggs are laid, the larvae either have food that was put in their cell by the female bee before she laid the egg, or the larvae are fed by other bees in the colony. Larvae eat and grow until they fill their cell. In hives, the cells are capped with wax to allow the larvae to pupate. Larvae in brood cells form a pupa when they have eaten all the food that was left in their cell. The larvae change even more inside their pupa, and when they are ready, chew their way out and emerge as adult bees. Honeybees stay in the pupa stage for just 14 days and then emerge as adult bees. Other bees may stay in their pupa stage for many months over the winter and then emerge as adults in the springtime. Then the process starts all over again. We mentioned that some bees lay eggs in a hive and other bees lay eggs in a nesting cavity. This is because not all bees live together with other bees. You know that honeybees live together and may realize that different bees in the hive have different jobs. This is because honeybees are social bees and they all work together to keep the colony running. Other bees are solitary bees, meaning that they live by themselves. They don't have any other bees to share the work with, so they have to build their own nests, gather their own food, and take care of their eggs. You might be surprised to hear that most of the bees that are from Ohio, where we live, are solitary bees. The honeybees we know were brought by European settlers to Virginia in 1622 and moved across the United States when people brought hives with them as they traveled. Honeybees help us by producing honey and pollinating some of our crops. But without our native solitary bees, we wouldn't have many of the beautiful garden blooms and wildflowers that fill the forests in the spring. The next time you see a bee, think about all the hard work they do for us and how you can help them. Planting flower seeds at home or around your school is a great way to provide food for bees and make your world more beautiful.